If your lawn is turning brown, growing in patches, or simply refusing to look healthy, stop watering it for a second. Because what I'm about to tell you might save you months of frustration and hundreds of dollars. Every year, millions of homeowners spend more money on fertilizer, more time watering, and even replace parts of their lawn, only to make the exact mistake that's killing it in the first place. And here's the surprising part. The biggest lawn killer isn't drought, it isn't bad grass, and it isn't even insects. It's something most homeowners do every single week without realizing it. Today, we're going to uncover the 7 most common mistakes that silently destroy healthy lawns. So, subscribe before you leave. And trust me, the number 1 mistake is responsible for more dead lawns than almost anything else, and there's a good chance you're making it too. A healthy lawn isn't about watering more. Grass is actually one of the toughest plants in your yard. If it's dying, it's usually trying to tell you something. The problem is that most homeowners misread the signs. Instead of fixing the real issue, they accidentally make things even worse. Let's start with mistake number 7, watering your lawn every single day. At first, watering every day sounds like the responsible thing to do. After all, more water should mean greener grass, right? Actually, the opposite is often true. When you water your lawn every day, the roots stop growing deeper into the soil. Instead, they stay close to the surface because that's where the water always is. That creates a weak lawn. The moment temperatures rise or you miss just one day of watering, your grass begins to struggle because those shallow roots can't reach the moisture deeper underground. Healthy lawns don't depend on daily watering. They depend on deep, strong root systems. That's why lawn experts recommend watering less often, but watering deeply so the moisture reaches several inches below the surface instead of only soaking the top layer of soil. But when grass stays wet overnight, it creates the perfect environment for fungal diseases to grow. So the best time to water is usually early in the morning. It may seem like a small change, but it can completely transform the health of your lawn over time. But even if you're watering the right amount, you could still be making another mistake that wastes water, weakens your grass, and creates the perfect conditions for disease. And now we're moving into the mistakes that physically damage your lawn without most homeowners ever realizing it. The next one happens every single weekend across America. The next mistake is something almost every homeowner has done at least once, and it usually happens with the best intentions. Mistake number 6. Cutting your grass too short. It might seem like mowing your lawn extra short will save you time because you won't have to mow again as quickly. But your grass doesn't see it that way. When you remove too much of the blade at once, you're putting the entire plant under stress. Grass blades act like solar panels. They collect sunlight and produce the energy the roots need to stay healthy. The shorter you cut them, the less energy the lawn can produce. That means weaker roots, slower growth, and a lawn that's much more vulnerable to heat, drought, weeds, and disease. This is why lawn care professionals often recommend following the 1/3 rule. Never remove more than 1/3 of the grass blade in a single mowing. But even a perfectly mowed lawn can struggle if the roots have another problem hiding beneath the surface. Mistake number 5. Ignoring compacted soil. Most homeowners pay attention to what's happening above the ground. Very few think about what's happening below it. Over time, walking across the lawn, children playing, pets running, and even heavy lawn equipment slowly compress the soil. When that happens, tiny air pockets disappear. Water can't move through the soil properly. Nutrients struggle to reach the roots. If you notice water sitting on the surface after rain, or your grass feels thin in high-traffic areas, compacted soil could be the real problem. Aerating your lawn once a year helps loosen the soil, allowing water, nutrients, and oxygen to reach the roots again. Sometimes the solution isn't adding more, and it's simply giving your lawn room to breathe. Now here's something that surprises a lot of homeowners. You can actually damage your lawn by trying to help it grow faster. Mistake number 4. Using too much fertilizer. Many people believe that if a little fertilizer is good, then more must be even better. Unfortunately, lawns don't work that way. Applying too much fertilizer can overload the grass with nutrients, especially nitrogen. Instead of healthy growth, the grass can become stressed, weak, or even burned. You might notice yellow patches, brown edges, or areas where the grass suddenly dies back. Excess fertilizer can also wash into nearby drains and waterways after heavy rain, creating problems far beyond your own yard. The healthiest lawns aren't fed constantly. They're fed at the right time with the right amount based on the season and the needs of the grass. And while overwatering, mowing, compacted soil, and fertilizer are all common problems, the next mistake is one almost nobody notices until it's already caused serious damage. It slowly builds up beneath your lawn year after year, blocking water, nutrients, and air from reaching the roots. And most homeowners don't even know it's there. It slowly builds up beneath your lawn year after year, and most homeowners never notice it until their grass starts struggling. Mistake number 3. Ignoring thatch buildup. Thatch is a layer of dead grass, roots, and organic material that sits between the green grass and the soil. A thin layer is completely normal, but when it becomes too thick, it acts like a barrier. Water struggles to reach the roots. Fertilizer stays near the surface. Air can't move through the soil properly, and even though you're watering regularly, your lawn slowly becomes weaker because the roots aren't getting what they need. If your lawn feels spongy when you walk across it, or water seems to run off instead of soaking in, excessive thatch could be the reason. Removing excess thatch with a dethatching rake or machine every few years can completely change how your lawn absorbs water and nutrients. But even if your soil is healthy, your watering is perfect, and you've removed excess thatch, your lawn can still struggle for one simple reason. Mistake number 2. Growing the wrong type of grass for your climate. Not all grass is the same. Some varieties thrive in cool northern states. Others are designed to handle the intense summer heat of the southern United States. If you plant cool season grass where summers are extremely hot, you'll constantly fight brown patches and stress. On the other hand, warm season grass often struggles through long, cold winters. Many homeowners spend years trying different fertilizers, watering schedules, and lawn treatments when the real problem is that the grass itself simply isn't suited for where they live. And now we've reached the mistake that causes more frustration than almost anything else. The mistake most homeowners never realize they're making. Mistake number 1. Treating every lawn exactly the same. This is where almost everyone goes wrong. People copy what their neighbors are doing, they follow random advice online, they buy whatever fertilizer is on sale, and they assume every lawn needs exactly the same care. But your lawn is unique, your soil is different, your amount of sunlight is different, and your drainage is different. Even two houses right next to each other can have completely different lawn conditions. That's why one yard stays green all summer while the other turns brown, even though both homeowners are doing almost the same thing. The healthiest lawns aren't created by following a generic schedule. They're created by paying attention to what the lawn is actually telling you. Before you water, ask yourself if the soil is actually dry. Before adding fertilizer, ask whether your lawn really needs it. If your lawn has been struggling, don't try to fix everything at once. Start by correcting just one of these 7 mistakes. You might be surprised how quickly your lawn begins to recover. And if you found this helpful, you'll probably subscribe and enjoy our next backyard guide. See you in next video.